Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. My name is Patrick, and welcome to my channel Relationship Addiction Stories. Today we have a story where this woman made fun of her husband. She went to a party and lies to her husband. Now she is begging to take her back to her husband. Let's see how all of this happened. My wife left me and is possibly having an affair, but now she wants to reconcile. My wife and I have recently gotten married. She broke up with me over a text message on our anniversary. We had a huge argument, and she texting me some horrible things and making fun of me by saying boo-hoo when I was trying to work through things with her. She even made fun of me for the fact that I help my mom, who has a few medical issues. She speaks to me like this often, where we'll have a pretty huge fight at least once a month. I'm not trying to be biased, but I do my absolute best to never cuss at her or shout at her. I don't believe in emotionally attacking her back. I always try to calmly explain my side, and for some reason this makes her angrier. The following day, she ended things with me citing that she doesn't believe there is room in my life because I help my mom often. Keep in mind as well that she portrays herself quite differently to my mom's face, and they have a wonderful relationship. My mom loves her. I asked her, "It sounds to me like you're wanting a divorce. What are you trying to say?" And she said that this isn't working, which lead to us moving on to the filing for divorce step. She's now saying that she regrets it, she's sorry, and she wants to get back together. She's blaming me for us breaking up because I backed her into a corner by asking if she was wanting a divorce, and she felt the need to call my bluff, even though I pleaded with her that day and told her that I couldn't believe she was doing this. My wife has a long history of anger issues, down to her getting pouty, mad at several occurrences when her friends have followed me on social media. She'd exclaim that they are her friends and that I shouldn't try to steal them. Not to mention that we began dating when she was in a relationship with another guy. That's a very complicated situation, but I was led to believe that she was tragically unhappy with him and that she only texted me when he was out of the room, as she considered that not to be cheating. She's recently come out to me as Pan as well and has been hanging out with this other girl, going to the movies, getting ice cream, and hanging out at each other's houses while she confides in her about our relationship. I brought my insecurities about this woman up, and I told her that I'm aware that this girl is attracted to women because I found her Facebook and Reddit account, so the possibility of attraction is there. She got angry at me for snooping on her friend, messaged this girl behind my back, and told her to block me on everything. I've tried to explain to her what a betrayal this is to me, but she insists that she was just warning her friend of my creepy behavior. I'm honestly going insane and cannot believe how she is making me feel. She's told me in past relationships that she'd have to hide in the bathroom to text her friends because her other boyfriends have all had issues with her having friends. And that's why she doesn't feel safe merging her two lives together. She's now self-diagnosed herself with ADHD, autism, and being manic. She's began seeing a therapist in an attempt to get me back. But so many mean and hurtful things have been said. I really truly do not know what to do. She's blamed a lot of her behavior on masking and stimming, but when I tell her that she's being slightly disingenuous by doing this, she gets mad at me and says that I'm not being supportive. I support her mental health progress, but I can't help but feel like she's just avoiding taking responsibility. She routinely hums, sometimes even when I'm in the middle of speaking to her. I have to repeat the question to get her attention, and it's like she's not even present occasionally. I understand that that could be the stimming, which is why I've been so supportive of her receiving a proper diagnosis and treatment. I also feel gaslight because I never wanted a divorce, but she's saying it's my fault because I asked. She's accusing me of gaslighting her. She's admitted to me that she worries that she sometimes subconsciously has gaslight me in the past, so I'm pretty sure she's doing it again, just more subtle. On top of all of this, she's admitted to me that she was on the verge of having a drinking problem a year ago. She said that she fell asleep while drinking and woke up covered in alcohol. She decided to stop then, but has recently picked it back up and drinking heavily most nights, but insists that it's not a problem and that she's over it, even though she drinks so much that she can barely remember what she says to me and talks about wanting to die. She's saying that she will change and get help. She's literally begging for another chance. Our communication was never good and was one-sided. I'd always beg her to speak to me and work on any given issue. She's now saying that she will start doing this in the future. She's telling me that I'm too good for her and she's never deserved me, but flops between this and blaming me. Some days she's very calm and rational. Other days she's spewing some of the most insulting remarks I've ever been hit with. She's routinely hitting me below the belt in an attempt to hurt me and saying that she can't be held accountable for it because when all she sees is red, she can't control saying mean things. She says that I should be the bigger person and not speak to her in the same way that she does me. We've known each other for 10 years, in a relationship for 3. She's been pretty much the same throughout that time. She doesn't really have any prospects or goals in life. She lies in bed most days watching TikTok or playing Pokemon on her phone. Despite all of that, I've always been there for her, and I feel utterly betrayed by how she's behaving towards me. She's accusing me of not fighting for our relationship and has been non-stop begging me to take her back. She's listing all of the ways that she'll be better. But even now, since her spouting all of this change, she still showcases her quick temperament and anger. I asked her about some details regarding her therapy because she told me that her therapist is frustrated with her. So I inquired. She told me that it's none of my business and snapped at me. Later that day, she told me in a text to never contact her again. Now today, she has said that she's sorry for everything, yet again. Now she's telling me that she's not seen her therapist in weeks because her therapist has been busy and that she doesn't want to discuss it any further. I try to point out her lies, and she routinely says that I'm the liar, not her. She always has a justification for what she does, and I'm losing my mind due to it. He knows where he stands, and he knows where his happiness is. There's no need to tolerate her behavior, and no stoop to her level. She's the one who wanted to destroy what he had. Let it go, because she needs him, but he doesn't need her. He should be prepared, because she is going to try and dress him down in front of her family and friends. Good luck. Not only would it be a huge mistake taking her back, it was a huge mistake marrying her in the first place. You need to get her out of your life, go no contact, and then take some time for yourself to figure out why you would even allow someone this toxic in your life in the first place. I suggest you start with finding a good therapist. You might want to ask someone to help you with that because of your lack of judgment in picking healthy people to be around. My point is there are bad therapists, and if you get a bad one, it will make things worse for you. This may sound harsh, but why don't you see what everyone else so clearly sees? And that is that you need to get as far away from her and as fast as you possibly can. The only thing I can come up with is that you have issues that need to be resolved, and they will never be resolved as long as she is in the picture in any way, shape, or form. No matter how much she begs, cries, or promises, she will not change. To take her back is just begging for more of the misery that she has brought into your life. It is much better to go through the pain now of getting her out of your life than doing it later with all the additional damage you will have to deal with then. I will repeat, do not trust the part of you that wants her back. This is a damaged and malfunctioning part of you that needs to get fixed, and until it is fixed, do not get into another relationship.